You know what this tastes like? Victory. That's what it tastes like. Yes! Welcome back to another Bolts Analysis. I'm your host Chris as we look at the Tampa Bay Lightning and the NHL in general. And last night, I can't believe I'm saying this, another win! Another win! We beat the Penguins! 4-2! And our own barn! That was fun! It wasn't quite as nervy as last time. That's the second time we played the Penguins and we beat them. Last time was a lot more sort of, maybe they should have had a tying goal to take it to overtime, but you couldn't quite tell if it was over the line, but you kind of felt like it was. None of that this time. Really good start to the game. And, yeah, I guess I'm a little disappointed in the Penguins. Just because, everyone knows our strengths. We like to skate fast, we like to attack. We don't really sort of necessarily think about defence first. It's, attack, and then we'll, count on Vasi to bail us out, maybe. They weren't really, I don't know. Like, a shot from Sergachev, and they just didn't seem set for it, and Murray sort of let it go past him. Maybe could have had it back, I don't know. It's a little bit harsh. So they weren't set for that. And then the second goal from Stamkos, you would not expect Sidney Crosby of the Pittsburgh Penguins, one of the best players around, to just make one of those sort of lazy passes into the centre that we picked up very quickly, and then it was a 2-on-1, and it got to Stamkos, nice finish, 2-0, and if you're a Penguins fan, that's not the start you want. No, that's, you would be disappointed, and I think even more disappointing from Penguins' perspective is that when they did get themselves back into the game, and very good work from Malkin to make it 2-1, almost immediately on the next shift, we come forward, we score, Cirelli. And that's not really anything that's sort of, lacking from the Penguins in terms of skill. That's just concentration. That's the mental perspective, You need to stay switched on. You need to be going for the second to get the tie game, not just sort of, going back to square one, and, that's what happened. And they fought back, Malkin again, setting up Marino, 3-2, but just not the best night for the Penguins, and they needed to be at their best to beat us, just as we needed to be at our best to beat them. And we did have to play well. We had to kill off the 5-on-3, which was not easy. I think that was the real chance of the Penguins, that they do that. When it's 3-2, they get it to 3-3, then maybe they have the momentum. As it was, never happened. They didn't score again. Kucherov with an empty netter, 4-2, hurrah! I am pretty happy with that. We have a day off now, and we can look to take on the New York Islanders next. And, I don't know, my general thought is if we can beat Vegas, if we can beat the Penguins, we can probably beat the Islanders. Although it's worth noting that the Islanders do seem to be coming back into form, annoyingly. They beat Dallas a couple of nights ago, and last night they beat the Kings 5-3. That was a fun one. I think they were trailing 2-0 and 3-1 at respective points, but to be fair to the Islanders, they rallied, they came back, they beat the Kings. Should be beating the Kings, really. So that'll be another tough one, but I think we can win it. In terms of the standings, right, still second. Little bit closer to Boston, but not close enough that it looks like we can overtake them. Main thing for me is opened up a bit more of a gap on the Panthers, because the Panthers were also playing last night. Oh dear, I don't know what happened, but Bobrovsky got pulled, so that tells you something. 7-2 to Vegas. 7. Giving up 7 in your own barn is not good. It's I don't know, it just feels like the Panthers could be capitalising on the fact that Toronto aren't doing well and secure that third spot, and they're just not doing it. Fair play to them for beating Toronto, but every other game, they got mauled by Montreal, they only got a point against Columbus, now they've lost in regulation badly to Vegas. So Toronto, I think, could overtake them if Toronto beat the Anaheim Ducks tonight. So it's just seems that sort of our closest rivals, at the time that they should be clicking into gear, just ain't clicking. It's not happening. Which is good for us, because we are now 9 points clear of Florida and 10 points clear of Toronto. That is a very nice little buffer. That essentially means we're at least second for at least another week, and we can just build on it. Well, if we beat the Islanders, we can sort of just keep adding to it. So long may this continue. This is good. I feel like we do need to show a bit more defensive grit. It would be nice just to sort of have someone turn up that is good and be like, you're only getting one, if that, and just or more of them. That'd be good. I feel like it's been a while since we thrashed someone, but these are very minor little quibbles. We're enjoying ourselves at the moment. Couple of the results to mention elsewhere. So already mentioned Florida. Islanders in the win have gone back up to third in the Metro. They replaced Blue Jackets in Clay. Philadelphia, I think, have dropped out of the wildcard standings because they lost 5-0 at home to the Devils. What? And Carolina have gone back in. They've beaten the Yotes. So there's a fair bit of movement. The Central is also looking quite interesting because the Jets beat the Blues, which is, they've done it again. Fair play to the Jets. They do seem to be responding to the dip in form before the All-Star break. And the Preds won, and the Wild won. So all the teams that are sort of on the fringes of the playoffs are sort of starting to gain momentum. The Sharks won as well. And all the teams currently in the playoffs, teams like the Yotes, and the Flames, and the Oilers, and the Canucks, and the Blues, all lost. All lost. So big shifts in the West. And I think, particularly if you're Flames and Yotes fans, watch out, because your form is not good, and the others are creeping up on you, and they will not need much of an invitation. In fact, I think there won't be much you can do about Nashville, because Nashville have 2 games in hand. It's knuckle down time. Yes, that's it for today. I will probably be listening to Toronto versus Anaheim, because that's quite a big game in terms of our division. Until then, this has been another Bolts Analysis, and remember, they got wings, but they can't fly. Look at them. They can't even walk. Of course we beat the Penguins. It's never in doubt.